Hey there, movers and shakers. Happy Monday. Hello, how are you? I'm so glad that you came back to join me in the rest of our series, our 7-part series of getting unstuck and out of your rut in 2020. My name is Tee. I'm the owner-operator of Move with Tee here in Northern Virginia, right outside of our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. And this has been something that I've really been looking forward to every Monday. So welcome back, willkommen, bienvenue, bienvenido, and all the words that say welcome, 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 welcome. So I'm glad that you're here. Just as a reminder, I want to let everybody know that, of course, this is a video vlog, so it, of course, shares my opinions, my thoughts, things that I am either doing or have done that have helped me to become unstuck. So hopefully that will help you to do the same. And of course, there's no everything is owned by me. So these are only my thoughts and opinions. So if you can take it, you can leave it, but hopefully you take it and you learn a little bit something, and that you can take it on and apply it to the rest of your life. And so with that being said, I want to thank you guys once again for returning for week 4 of our 7-part series. So we're over halfway there. We're over halfway there. Yes. So I'm going to be sad when it's going to be over. What are we going to do next? Tune in to find out. Anyway, so with that being said, I want to kind of delve right into what we're going to be talking about today with part 4 of our installment. So we've covered 3 parts. What are they? Stop what you're doing. Right? Re-examine your goals. Make a plan. Those were our 3 things that we covered already. If you have not been watching the videos, I want to remind you to go back to video 1 so you can check that out and catch right on up to video number 4 so you know exactly where we are. So with that being said, and no further ado, we're going to get right into number 4. How about that? But if you haven't watched 1 through 3, go back and watch those first. And if you need a refresher, go back and watch those first as well. So, but part number 4. Allow yourself room to fail. Yes, I did say that. Allow yourself room to fail. I kind of touched on this in part 1 of our series, and I said I'll get to it later because I already knew that we would be coming to this place, and I'm sure many of you are like, well, if I stop what I'm doing because it's not working, then why do I want to fail? You know, I want to be set up for success. Well, failure is a place where you can succeed, depending on how you look at it. Do you look at it as an obstacle that you can't overcome? Or do you look at it as an opportunity for you to become a better version of yourself? So when you allow yourself to fail, when you don't succeed, you try again. And that's what we've been talking about throughout this series, is trying again, coming back, doing it over a different way. And that's the most important part, a different way. So failure shows you your flaws. It demonstrates all the areas where we can do better. So many times we try to do so much, and then we find out, oh, well, this didn't work, so let me scrap that. Well, you can try it again. Maybe you just need to fine-tune a couple of little things, a couple of small little details. You know, that needle and the thread in your plan. But sometimes we scrap an entire plan because it didn't work out. But many times, all we need to do is make some minute adjustments, and we can be in a better place. Also, if we have some major flaws, it's a good time for an overhaul, a complete overhaul. So once again, that goes back to our first installment of stopping what we're doing and re-examining what we've been working through, and then of course, like I said, making a plan to do better. So here we are and allowing ourselves room to fail. Because failure sometimes gets us so down, we get so locked in the fear of failure, we get so locked into failing and not doing well that we forget to see what our end goal is. And our end goal is to be successful, right? So I want you guys to think about that. Think about every little piece of that, of what I just said. Failure shows your flaws. It shows your opportunities. It shows your opportunities to grow, your opportunities to succeed, where you can be better, where you can adjust your plan, whatever that might be. Because as I tell my mentees, I have some folks that I'm mentoring. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I know y'all are probably out there watching as well. But for my mentees, I let them know we don't need to recreate the wheel. The wheel is already there. What we need to do is get the wheel to spin in the direction we want it to go. Do you want to drive forward, or do you want to reverse back? Do you want to turn to the left or turn to the right? Your vehicle will take you where you want to. The wheels will take you where you want to go. Your bike, your motorcycle, whatever you're on. Your wheels will take you where you want to go. But do you know which way you want to go? So, like I said, find your flaws. Find out where you're not successful and build on that. Challenge yourself. Also, and this is a big thing for me, failure keeps us humble. It keeps us human. There's so many times that we see people who seem to be invincible, like they can do it all. But they're human. And we forget that. And that they've had successes, they've had failures, they've had achievements, they've had setbacks. And we want to be, of course, on the positive side of that, all the pros of it, with the achievements and the successes. But we forget about the setbacks and the failures. And those people have gone through and reevaluated their plan, whatever it might have been, or whatever those plans might have been, to just reset and get back together and move forward again into something more brilliant. And use failure as a source of inspiration for yourself, where you can learn to grow. And once again, be humble. And this is something that I feel like not a lot of people actually use this and think about humility. But in being humble and knowing that you're not perfect, and knowing that you're not going to go out there and just ace everything, those are the things that actually help you in your overall goal, wherever you're going, whatever you choose to achieve. And when you do fail, because it's inevitable, it will happen. I'm just going to be honest, not going to sugarcoat it. When that does happen and you have that setback, it's easier for you to digest. And it's a way of the universe just kind of keeping us from getting that swollen head, thinking that everything's all right. Also, my last point for allowing yourself room to fail is knowing that failure helps to eliminate fear. Because if you do something and you set yourself out to do something and you attempt to do it, whether you make it there or not, immediately, you know that you tried it. Think about the first time that you were on a roller coaster. You were scared because it's going up and down, around and around. Whatever that thing is, when you think about eliminating the room for failure, you get to a place where you feel stronger and you feel I felt, and I know that you feel this way too, but I felt more comfortable doing something again that I've already tried, but I'm just trying it a different way now. So I'm less inclined to be worried about the end result because I've already stepped my foot out there. I've already tried it. And Maybe it didn't work out the first time, or the third time, or the fifth time. But I'm determined to get to where I want to go. So I kept doing it and reinventing ways of getting to my end goal. And you become less fearful of the end goal, and you actually start to embrace the journey. And that's important. Because when you're not scared to go on the journey and putting that one foot in front of the other, you're more likely to take that journey, aren't you? Yeah. So, to recap, today has been all about allowing yourself room to fail. And that's part of what this entire thing is all about, of getting unstuck and out of your rut. You know, so many times we get caught up and wrapped up in, I don't want to fail. I want to be perfect. I want to go out there. I want to be Beyonce, or I want to be Sierra or Madonna or Lady Gaga, whoever your person is, who's like your idol, your mom or your dad even. They didn't get it right the first time. Life is something that we do, and we continually evolve within. It's kind of like a monster or beast, if you will, that continues to evolve as we live within it. So we're continuing to evolve within it. And it's constantly shifting, constantly shaping based on how we grow, how we learn, how we adapt. So remember these things. Allow yourself room to fail. When you don't succeed, we stop what we're doing. We try again. We re-examine what our goals are. Very important. We make a plan. We allow ourselves room to fail, because when we see the flaws in whatever we planned, we can make adjustments, the necessary adjustments, to get to the next place, to move through that goal, to get to where we want to go. And also, when we allow ourselves a space to fail, it keeps us human, it keeps us humble, it keeps us modest. I can't stress that piece enough, because I see so many people who their heads get so inflated because they have minor successes, which are good. But at the end of things, when they have those big things where they have failures, they have major setbacks. Also, it teaches us to appreciate our growth, and it helps us to appreciate our successes. And the last point I want to remind you guys of is that failure helps to eliminate our fear of the unknown, our fear of imperfection. It helps us to move forward to be a better version of ourselves when all is said and done. So thank you guys for tuning in, my movers and shakers. I appreciate you. Hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully you took something away from this conversation. I feel like I could talk about this for way longer. I see that I'm past my time. I wanted to keep it under 10 minutes, but I'm slightly over. But I do feel like I could talk about this for a while longer. And but I don't want to take more of your time. If you have questions, you have comments, you have concerns, please feel free to email me at movewithtee@gmail.com. That's MOVEWITHTEE@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Tee LLC, all one word. That's MOVEWITHTEE LLC on Instagram. Of course, if you're watching on Instagram, you can also watch our series right here in succession very easily on our IGTV channel. And of course, we're on Facebook, Move with Tee LLC. And last but not least, we're also on YouTube, where you can watch us at Move with Tee LLC. So come check us out, find some more, learn a little bit, take part in the series. I'm interested to know your thoughts. I'm interested in knowing how you all are developing. I want to hear your feedback as well. So there are comments that you can where you can put in what your thoughts are. Do you like what's going on? Do you maybe not like something? Keep it positive, keep it constructive, because we're all about love and light here. But let me know what your thoughts are, and I'd like to maybe answer your questions once we've completed the series. I can get into a space where we can have a little Q&A in a way. So think about that. Enjoy. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye. Oh, be happy, be healthy, be loved. Sé feliz, sé salud, sé amor. Buenas noches. Good night.